10, the UCLA Bruins. 48 Sports College Football League stays with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas's offense will take the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires left. Makes a connection. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. So UCLA's offense will go to work for the first first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Nice job to get him past the sticks and then get him down at the 35.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Got a man, it's Matthews. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the ground, it's Berger. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads it left. It's caught. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wants to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. His drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
It's our game to win, offense!
To the air, it's Iamalayama. Makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Oh, better look out! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The play action fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Bruins will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Manning. Unloads to the right. The short hands, it's Wingo. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Going downfield for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Unleashes to the end zone. Pick off! What a play by this defense! And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle. It's Flores. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Fires to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the 2nd half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Waning seconds in the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now on second down. The RPO fired complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
They boot it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Manning. Got him downfield. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Surging forward on the sneak. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Texas offense. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Longhorns are flying down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong, and whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it on the outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking for a crease, it's Thomas. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. He wants to take the top off. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now on first down from the 28. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field, but how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So now it's 2nd and long.
And like a steamroller, baby.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The RPO, it's complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Got the quick completion. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.